Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahsan Habib Adib. 25135 is my ID. And today I will be present on project procurement and stakeholder management, two critical areas that cover how project teams source external resource and management, the people who shape a project success. Agenda. Here what we'll cover procurement basics, the procurement process, vendor selection and contract types, managing procurement, stakeholder management and analysis, and communication best practice. What is procurement management? Procurement management is the process of purchasing or acquiring products, service or result a project needs from outside the project teams. Its objective is to obtain the right quality of goods and services from the right source at the right cost and time. This matters becomes it reduces project risk, keeps spending and timelines on track, and builds dependable suppliers relationships. The procurement process. The procurement process has four stages. First, plan procurement management, deciding what to buy, how, and identifying potential sellers. Second, conduct procurement, obtaining sellers' response selection and awarding the contract. Third, contract procurement, monitoring performance and managing the relationship while working is ongoing. And finally, procurements, finalizing the procurement and closing out any open items. Planning and vendor selection. Before selecting a vendor, four steps matters. First, identify procurement's needs. What must be sourced externally? Second, prepare a statement of work along with an RFP of RFQ. Third, evaluate bids by comparing cost, quality, experience, and schedule. Finally, negotiate terms with the chosen vendor and sign that contract. Common contract type. There are three common contract types. Fixed price sets a total cost upfront, best for well-defined scope. Cost reimbursable pays actual cost plus a fee, ideal when requirements may change, and time and mental pace based on hours and materials used well situated to short-term staffing needs. Managing and closing procurement. Once a contract is activated, the team must monitor suppliers' performance, track cost, quality, and delivery, and handle changes or issues quickly. It's also important to maintain accurate procurement record and close each contract only after acceptance and final payment. What is stakeholder management? Stakeholder management is the process of identifying the people, group, and organization affected by a project and engaging them effectively. This happens through a four process: identifying stakeholders, planning their engagement, activity management, that engagement, and continuously monitoring it throughout the project. Who are the stakeholders? A project typically involves several stakeholder types: the sponsor, project manager, project team, customer, suppliers, and government, or regulatory bodies, each with different level of involvement in project. The power interest matrix. To manage stakeholders effectively, we use the power interest matrix. Stakeholders with high power and high interest need to be managed closely. Those with high power but low interest should be kept satisfied. Stakeholders with low power but high interest should be kept informed, and those with low power and low interest just need to be monitored with minimal effort. Communication and best practices. Good stakeholder engagement comes down to a few practices: communication regularly, managing expectation, productivity, resolving conflicts early, documenting decision, and building trust through transparency. When team do this consistency, the result is higher project success and greater stakeholder satisfaction. key takeaways and thank you. To conclude, procurement secures the right resource at the right cost and time, while stakeholder management keeps the right people engaged at the right level. The power interest matrix helps prioritize our effort, and transparent communication builds the trust that drives success. Thank you.